Every time you give the remote control of how you should feel in anyone else's hands, my friend, no matter who that person is, that person will be controlling you and your mood and your life choices. So, if you don't want to do that, then learn how to add ego in a situation as per the situation and not because you have decided I am this kind of a person. Thank you so much for joining me one more time on the Absolutely Right podcast. I'm your host, Aditi Surana. I'm a behavioral analyst, a high performance coach, and an anti anxiety expert. Now, being a behavioral analyst, I get this question a lot. Aditi, am I being egoistic in this situation? What is this exact idea of healthy ego? Do you know how to define healthy ego? Because if you don't have ego, people think you're spineless and they treat you like the doormat. But if you have too much of it, people think you're arrogant and absolutely being egoistical and snobbish about things. You can't be this, you can't be that. Then how do you decide? This is as confusing as those recipe books or TV shows where the chefs would say, add salt as per taste. Namak, swada anusar. What does that even mean? How much namak is perfect? Swada anusar. Ego is a tricky concept when people are being unconventional, when they follow what they believe in, when they do not follow the herd and try to fit into the box. They are labeled as egoistic because they're not being like other people, they are hurting other people's feelings. At the same time, when people do not pay attention to other people's requirements, they become absolutely insensitive, they become arrogant about their own preferences, they are being egoistic. Now, both these things can be labeled as egoistic, but there is a difference, and mostly we have no clue what that difference looks like, what that difference means. When you understand ego, look at it as that exact example of namak swadanusar, salt as per taste. Why do I say that? It may sound funny, but just think about it. Depending on the people who are eating, depending on the quantity of the meal that you're cooking, depending on the food that you're cooking, the amount of salt can change. As per their preferences, as per your preference, the amount of salt can change. And similarly, ego need not be this fixed, solid idea. Ego can change as per the situation that you walk into. And great leaders, high performers actually have figured that simple logic. Let's look at this, okay? Imagine talking to your child who is unwilling to listen to whatever hygiene standard that you're trying to teach him. Now, while talking to your child, do you take all the remarks that your child makes personally, or you understand that he is upset, he is angry, he is temperamental right now, and I have to kind of go beyond that and look at the situation for what it is? What do you do? Imagine you talking to a spouse. The same situation of setting the hygiene standard can become this completely egoistic battle where you say, why didn't you listen what I told you? You should have followed the rules. I told you once, why couldn't you agree with it? Now, the same situation, different person, your level of ego is very, very different. Imagine talking to a cop or traffic police who has caught you for jumping a signal. Would you speak with that person with same level of authority and arrogance, or would you change your tone of voice? Now, wherever you understand that you got to regulate your level of ego, you do that knowingly, unknowingly, any which ways. But when it comes to relationships where we feel entitled, where your role as a leader, your role as a spouse, your role as a friend should be treated and respected in a certain manner, that time lowering your ego, molding your ego, changing your personality becomes a tough task to deal with. And that happens because you and I, we have all these fixed ideas about who we are, how we should be treated, what is the basic standard, what are the levels that you must follow for me to feel good. Every time you give the remote control of how you should feel in anyone else's hands, my friend, no matter who that person is, that person will be controlling you and your mood and your life choices. So if you don't want to do that, then learn how to add ego in a situation as per the situation and not because you have decided I am this kind of a person. These fixed ideas can be really detrimental. So ego as per salt, an ego as per swad. Namak swadanusar. Remember that. I'll see you on Wednesday with one more episode of the Absolutely Right podcast. Till then, happy writing.